Loveline may contain sexually oriented content. Listener discretion is advised.
Loveline with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Hey, everybody. It's the best of Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla, and that's my partner, Dr. Drew.
What makes the best the best?
Well, I'll tell you what we do. We weed out all the losers and has-beens and the guys who play the neighbors on the WB specials and all that.
A show with no guest.
No.
Oh.
No. Because over the years, we have great guests.
Before they were
top-notch.
Before they were actually
How
big.
dare you, Drew?
Beg your pardon.
Yeah. Now let's get started with a little band I like to call Sum 41. I'm Adam. That's Dr. Drew. Phone number 1-800-LOVE-191. Steve and Dave here from Sum 41. Now, when we left off, well, speaking of Rob, we were speaking of Rob, who's 39. He's got a 19-year-old son. Just bailed him out of the pokey for
Killing his girlfriend.
First-degree murder, $100,000 worth of bail. And Rob?
Yes. I wanted to say thank you for taking my call.
Yeah, well, thanks for entrusting us in this time of need. Now, well, first off, do you believe he did it?
I don't. He's normally been a pretty good kid. This is the first time he's really ever gotten into any trouble.
And
what happened?
Yeah, what happened?
There was two guys, and they both were arrested. And she was knifed. They both said to each other that the other one did it.
And did he know this other guy?
Yeah.
A friend of his?
Friend of his, right.
What was the fight about?
Something about because the friend wanted to go out with her, and she might have been flirting with his friend.
Does this guy have a record, the other guy?
Yeah, he does.
All right, well, I'll put my money on that.
Well, does your son have a record?
No.
No. And they charged him for the same thing your son was charged with?
They just charged my son with it. The other guy's out.
Yeah, the other guy's out.
Right.
Oh, meaning not on bail.
Right.
He's out.
Just let go.
Exactly.
And so they don't think they have a case against him.
They just think they have a case against my son.
And what do you think that's based on?
I don't know.
Well, they must have something.
Yeah, there must be something good there, Rob.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're starting to feel like, well, maybe he did do it.
Yeah, was he doing drugs?
No, as far as I knew, he might have been drinking.
Well, good enough.
He had no history with speed?
No.
You might check that out. This is something that people on speed do rather frequently, this kind of thing.
What, obviously you've contacted an attorney?
Yes, I have.
What's his advice, other than don't talk about it on radio shows?
Right, exactly.
Well, okay, so here's a couple of things. And so you're obviously, as a father, you're worried about this.
Yeah, I'm worried about him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I guess as a father, I have a couple questions. If he did do it, and that's proved conclusively, what would you like for your son?
Well, I'd like him to get some help. If that's
what kind of help?
Maybe some psychiatric help.
Well, he would get that if he has a problem that way.
Do you think he has a psychiatric problem?
Well, if he's guilty, yes.
Well, I know.
What's the difference between a crime of passion and
being,
having...
I know what you're saying, but many a sane... I know as a father and as a human being, I think you got to be kind of nuts to put a knife into somebody, but it does happen quite a bit, unfortunately.
How many times was she stabbed, too? Because, then you really one or twice, but of 30 or something.
The only thing that, if there's no preceding history with this kid having any psychiatric problems, and this was out of the blue, the only thing that would be would fit this story is a drug history that you maybe didn't know about. And that is something that can be treated.
I may not know about it. That's
true. But it's very common, though, for people to go to jail and then get some treatment when they're there.
Whose knife was it?
It was the other guy's.
The
fingerprints were all over, my son's fingerprints were all over it.
All over the other guy's knife?
Right.
Well, it seems strange that the murder weapon was the other guy's and they just sent him packing. I'm sure they're going to want to talk to him at some point.
No, they arrested him at one point.
Yeah.
They had him both together. And,
Right. Then they cut him loose.
Right.
When's your son due in court?
In July.
All right, so you have representation for him?
Yes.
All right, well, you're doing all you can do.
And I would sit down and talk to him about his drug history and his alcohol.
Before you hang up on me, can you just say hello to my girlfriend? She's been wanting to say hello to you.
Really?
Yeah.
That seems
She's
like
in love with you guys.
Hold on a second. We got to convene now in our chambers.
It seems a little flippant after...
You know you guys are always trying to catch those calls.
Yeah.
They stuck you in so you could get your girlfriend on him. I'd say help him out. Get this...
Think his next request is going to be for a windbreaker or something?
Yeah, or
Can I get a free coffee mug?
Mason jar?
Yeah.
No, but I'm sort of half there. I think the guy's under a lot of duress. Rob?
Yes.
It seems like a strange request for someone who's in the middle of what you're in the middle of.
But she's been pacing the floor, and she's about to pass out because she knows I'm talking to you. I know
there are more important things right now.
Well, what's her name, by the way?
Her name is Jolie.
All right, Jolie. Let's hope the son doesn't end up in Joliet. Yeah. I was just making a little joke.
Well, talk to her.
Why do I want to talk to her?
Just say hello, will you?
All right, put her on the phone.
Just because it's going to be something.
Hey, guys.
What's happening, Jolie?
Oh, I love you guys so much.
Loving you. How's the whole murder rap going over there?
It's tough.
It's tough.
It's tough.
Do you think the kid was doing drugs?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, see, there you go. See, that's why we need to talk to him.
Yeah, it's the only thing that makes sense to me is he was on speed.
Why do you think he was doing drugs?
Because his eyes always look glassy and...
And what was he... well, we can figure out whether he's doing speed or not. Is he a skinny guy?
Very.
Very skinny. And...
so that rules pot out because, you sit around...
Well, you can pot and speed. Pot and speed.
And is he... where was he working?
He wasn't. He was going to school.
What was he taking in school? How old is this guy?
He's 19.
Junior college?
University of Vermont.
What was he taking?
Psychology.
He's going to have a pickle to psychoanalyze his own...
University of Vermont.
All right.
Was he down in D.C. when it happened?
Yeah.
All right. Well, when in Rome, it's a lot of murdering going on
in D.C. A lot of stimulant use, too. I still think drug and alcohol. So,
all right.
And that is a treatable thing, but he may have to pay a consequence for his disease.
Jolie, you take care of Rob over there.
Yeah, I'm trying.
And if the guy's first off, the guy's guilty, and it's like one of those crimes of passion. It's a low profile, whatever. He'll end up doing 7.5 years.
Yeah, but we got a woman's life gone, snuffed out. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, but we don't know her. We don't know her.
We didn't meet his
Rob,
her dad.
His girlfriend, right?
If her dad calls in, it's a different story. We're outraged. We want this kid hung.
God. But right now, send him a mug. Send him a Loveline mug.
Oh my God! Listen, all you screwballs, and it's the other guy's knife, and who knows? But I know Drew. I know Drew's on. You're always into the speed, but
when people are violent, yeah.
But booze will cost more than one homicide in its day,
absolutely.
too.
But that's a guy who's already got an aggression history.
Right.
That's a guy who...
the booze?
Yeah. That guy, Dad would say...
So he's the abusive father that's been drinking for years and it went too far that night or something like that. You know what I mean?
Or whatever, yeah. It's some guy who got in fights at bars and stuff and was a little aggressive.
And then it went a little far.
Yeah. Well, I bet if we scratch beneath the surface of this guy's lotto ticket, we could find a little aggression in it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Scott?
Yes, sir.
You're 26?
26, sir. Years young.
Yeah.
Way to put that, buddy.
That's you in the military?
Absolutely not.
All right. What's up?
Joan Rivers would be bummed.
Yeah.
She likes the military.
Anyway, I have this may be more Adam's area. I have a masturbation problem.
Yeah.
So do I, buddy. It's all right.
All right.
It's cool. Nothing wrong with it.
Come to the right place.
No, hey, nothing wrong. I don't do it 10 times a day. I don't do it once a month. I'm a regular guy. Nothing that's wrong with doing 10 times a day.
No.
But I would rather masturbate than make love to my girlfriend.
See?
What?
Yeah, you see, Steve-O over here. See, I have... Well, because, with the girls on the road and everything, you don't want to... It's not safe, so I have my move that I do.
What's that move?
Well, the moves that, you basically just, instead of you look and then on.
Yeah, you ask the girl to pose. And,
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, I see.
Works.
So that's what rock stars are into these days.
That ain't cheating, right?
That's not. Well, I don't have a girlfriend, but if I did, she'd do it. Yeah.
So, Steve, you're saying when you bring a couple of floozies back to the bus, instead of risking disease
right.
and emotional attachment.
Yeah, of course. That's the one that I'm really concerned about.
You just get them naked, maybe tell them to play with themselves a little bit.
Yeah, well, maybe sometimes.
And then you beat off. This is ironic because I'm going to beat off
to this.
I'm going to beat off Steve beating off. I'm going to beat off onto me when I get home about you beating off onto them.
Good.
It's the circle of life.
That's what I'm here for. So, dude, it's all right. It's fun.
Yeah, but hold on a second. Scott is beating off onto a brawny towel. He's not beating off any underage chick you met in Vancouver.
Come on. Any underage chick, they're all special.
That's right.
And I'm wondering if this may be a medication issue, though, since I have been on the medication Paxil for about 6 years.
And it's making... Can you only have an orgasm with masturbation?
No, but I can't... I mean, I have that delayed ejaculation thing where it'll take me an hour... to 45 minutes.
Well, that's the Paxil.
And
I know.
And with your girlfriend, how's it going emotionally with her?
Up until about 2 weeks ago, it was perfect.
How long have you been going out with her, though?
We just started living together in December. We've been together 18 months. And she told me that she doesn't think I'm as emotionally giving as I should be.
What happened 2 weeks ago?
That's what they all say.
Yeah.
They all say, what are you going to do for me now?
What happened 2 weeks ago?
Well, I have a Bachelor of Science in Elementary Education. I'm halfway to my master's, and I'm working in my father's restaurant because I can't get a job out here. So I think she wants to be dating more of a guy who has a set future than a guy who's working in his father's restaurant.
What happened 2 weeks ago? What'd she say?
She told me that she hasn't been happy for 6 months, that she wanted to see some change. So I said, okay, I went with the flow. I've been in therapy a long time, or on and off for about 10 years. I decided to see a new guy. So she's happy that I'm being proactive and getting myself help, but at the same time, she's keeping in this emotional limbo.
All right. Listen, get her flowers and go down on her.
Yeah, see?
That'll cure it all.
That'll do it.
Or
That's all she
let
needs.
it go.
Yeah. Let it go.
Maybe time. Because she
go.
doesn't really appreciate Scott. That's... the fact that he feels like an object that has to have a certain specific career, and she's sort of judging him and wanting him to be somebody he's not. That's not good.
As a guy, I've had that line pulled on me many times. Like, I've not been happy for 6 months. First off, it's like, hey, I've been miserable my whole life, honey. What do I care about the last 6 months of you being a little off your game? Number two, why is that me? You've not been happy for 6 months. Good, why don't you fix it?
Yeah.
But has a guy ever used that line? Like, I haven't been happy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what it is, it's your fault, and they haven't told you anything.
Right.
So they've just been stewing in their own feminine juices for 6 months. They're pre-pissed at you, and now it's all coming out. Now the dam is broke.
Yeah.
And they're coming down on you.
Yep.
All right, let's keep pushing forward here and speak to Tabitha, which I think is a hot chick name, Tabitha.
Tabitha's a good one, yeah.
Tabitha Stevens.
I like that, yeah.
Is that the last name?
Mm-hmm. No. No, that's a porn star.
That's a porn star, but it was also the name of Bewitched. Her daughter was Tabitha Stevens.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. See, this is kind of fun.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
7 degrees of
It's
Kevin
great.
Bacon.
It's great, like when you're just driving home one night and you go, Peter North. Peter, that's the name for Peter. North, the face. He's talking about his dork. Like, it's great when you can put them together. Buffy Davis, an old porn star, was from Family Affair. Took the name of Buffy, the older sister. Tabitha?
Yeah.
What's up, baby?
Nothing.
You're 19?
Oh, she sounds cute.
Huh?
You're hot, aren't you?
Actually, not really.
I knew it.
I don't believe it.
All right.
You just sound like Howard Stern there for a second.
You're hot.
You're hot.
You're hot.
What do you want?
Well, I had 3 hours of that this morning. What's wrong with you? Why don't you think you're hot?
I'm not exactly the skinniest girl.
What's up? What are you coming in at?
Huh?
What are you weighing?
What am I wearing right now? 175.
175? How tall are you?
I'm like 5'6".
All right. Let me do a little quick radio math here.
People can't really tell, though, that I'm that heavy.
Right.
But still.
They think you're 190, right?
No.
I see.
You know, you were that guy in
Yeah.
high school.
I weigh
You were me in
175
high
too,
school.
pal.
All right. So you carry it well.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what people tell me. So.
All right. And your question is?
Okay, I'm a C cup,
Mm-hmm.
and I just wanted to take like a poll right now between the four of you. Do you think
Yeah.
no, I do.
I don't know.
Do you think a C cup is acceptable, or is it like too small?
Whoa, what are you talking about here?
If you
No,
get into
seriously?
D, that's too big for me. I like, well, that rhymes.
Most guys like a C cup.
I think C is the perfect size. Well, depending on tall or and it could look weird if you're 5'1" or something like that.
We want to see a C cup on 5'9", 125 pounds. I mean, let's be honest. But the C cup is the right. You got the cup right.
Well, it's just weird because like every time like if I look at myself in the mirror, like with or without a bra, it looks like they're just like a B size.
Well, here's
push-up bra. Get the that Victoria's Secret thing where you.
Oh, I have like 5 of those.
The cup. Here's the deal. The cup is fine. The saucer's too big.
Mm-hmm.
You got the cup sitting on a dinner plate. You need to shrink so the cup looks small. See what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
You got you putting the shopping cart wheels on the Hummer. See what I'm saying? That's why. They need to go on a smaller vehicle. It's all relative, isn't it? I mean, with everything.
Yes.
Okay. So here's the thing. The cup's fine, and we'll just work on dropping a couple pounds.
Okay. I also had another question.
All right.
Okay, this is for Dave and Steve.
Sure.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
I love you guys.
Oh, thanks,
Like,
sweetheart.
I absolutely love Sum 41.
Did I meet you in the back of a bus once?
No, actually, you guys are coming to town.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Is it possible for me to like meet you guys backstage? Because like all I want to do is like take pictures with you and enjoy the show like that.
We're not sure.
Let's get her name. We'll give you passes to the meet and greet after the show.
Yay! Thank you.
All right. We'll put you on hold. It's not a great sell to start with the morbidly obese. Or I want to get backstage. You got to.
Well,
work
Dave,
on it, right?
You're talking to the engaged guy.
Oh
but you are also the same guy that owns a shirt that says "No Skinny Chicks."
That's true.
So.
Oh, all right.
We've got it there.
But it's good for you because it's like the temptation is not as
not
great.
there, yeah.
Right.
Maybe she can go on the Zoom
But,
or something like that.
Tabitha, are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay, but listen, so because Drew feels bad for making fun of your weight a little bit, I want to put you back on the air.
You made fun of me?
No.
He was thinking it. He was
He was not.
So how about you doing?
It was you.
Okay, may have been me. May have been. We'll check the tape. Have you you exercising? You dieting, right?
Yeah, actually, I'm doing the Atkins diet.
Oh, okay.
I mean, like, I've already lost like 12 pounds.
Oh,
Poor
good.
Dr. Atkins is lying in a coma right now.
That's the way to do it.
You know what
I don't know about that.
I lost 15 pounds
Keep up the
going
good
on
work.
the vegan diet, which is more healthy. Try that one.
Really?
And then jog a lot. That's all you got to do.
I say just put out more than you put in.
Steve has a diet technique, which he drinks. He only drinks Sprite, and he eats Razzles, and he beats off 9 times a day on unsuspecting groupies.
Yeah.
And he just has no fluid left in his
I
body.
just have like one ripped arm, and the rest of me is just really kind of.
His right arm's ripped.
Yeah, one arm's ripped.
His left arm gets a little work grabbing the ponytail, yelling "Hold still, bitch!" every once in a while, but in the,
once in a while, come on.
Well, so it's just some people, they get out of line. That's fine.
But good times, right?
But good times.
Good times,
But
great
good times.
oldies.
Are you doing? Did you do vegan diet?
Yeah.
And what? So that's no dairy.
It's no dairy, but then you can get more cereal, no mono or diglycerides, and blah blah blah, and all that kind of.
Really?
You'd be surprised how many people don't understand it.
Oh, it's great when they're like, okay, we have a vegan in the band, we need a certain food, can you supply some vegan food? And then like there'll be like a seafood platter or something like that, and then
right.
that's a fruit or vegetable. It's fruit.
Also, when you're traveling in the Midwest, for instance, and they're still. True. Remember we used to go to colleges in the Midwest, and it's we're inviting you guys to a dinner, and we go, all right, that's great. What are we eating? And they're like, we got a casserole.
Go to casserole.
And it's like, what is it? a huge bowl just filled with egg noodles, 7 cups of
mayonnaise,
oil and mayonnaise, grated cheese, and then opened a can of tuna and just stirred the whole thing up.
And then
it's
breadcrumbs on top.
And breadcrumbs is like, what year are we in, fellas? What is this, summer camp 1977? Like, what's going on?
Tuna surprise.
Yeah. So I imagine, like if you're out on the West Coast here, you could probably...
It's great because you can find all these Mexican places are good protein, but you just got to make sure it's not cooked in lard. It's an ordeal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you become, and then no one wants to go out to dinner with you because you become the FBI interrogator.
But I'm so charming that everybody's, the phone's ringing off the hook.
Yeah, but when you go out to dinner and you got that a-hole going, how's that prepared? Yeah. How's that prepared?
That's me, yeah.
Yeah.
But see, from my point of view, they're the ones being difficult. I mean, if they can't do it up for me, then come on.
My move would be as a waiter, I'd bring in that big wooden novelty pepper mill. I'd be like, would you like some pepper? And then El Cabal, just pull like a Scarface on him. Just start beating the crap out of him. Blood's flying everywhere. And then I stand up and announce to the rest of the patrons, anyone else need some pepper? Anyone knows how this is prepared? Shut everyone up.
That would stop all that. That's good.
Yeah. Eventually, you might get fired. I'm saying eventually, but you go out with your head, your chin held up high.
Good times.
All right, Sum 41 here tonight. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. It's the best of Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew.
It couldn't be more appropriate than the sort of a psycho killer intro for this one, the way you stalk our next guest.
Well, you know what they say. We're done with Sum 41, out with the old, and in with the fat and hairy. Jimmy Kimmel, everybody. Jimmy Kimmel in here tonight. So
you know what? Oh, I have good news for you. So when we started the Man Show, what was our mission, Adam?
We wanted to get Oprah off the air.
Guess who's replacing Oprah in Chicago at midnight?
Jimmy Kimmel.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Wow.
I just got, I just saw it online today.
That's great. Now, were they?
Good times,
was
right?
it a repeated Oprah show?
It's the repeat of Oprah, but we take the small battles as we get them.
Yeah.
What I'm going to try to do is I want the show to be so successful that they stop running the original Oprah and repeat me at like 3 p.m. in Chicago.
You come out with your you have your book club.
That's a big triumph, right?
You bring Dr. Phil on, Drew's arch nemesis. Drew hates all other doctors. I love that.
I don't blame him. That Dr. Phil is a fiasco.
He is a blowhard, but I just like the fact that everybody hates whoever's in their profession.
Right. Comedians, you all hate each other.
Yeah, even
a lot of them do, yeah.
As a carpenter, I hated Tim Allen just because I had a dual hate against him, comedian and carpenter.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. Everybody, it's funny.
Well, we're going to set up a showdown between you and this Joe Millionaire.
Oh, yeah.
Showdown. Oh, yes.
Yes, because allegedly he's a carpenter, right?
Oh, no, he moves dirt.
Yeah, we'll see.
But even on that, he would know more.
Pretty boy. We would know guys like that as glorified goompers on the construction site. Yeah, those were the dimes that were holding up my dollar. That kid won't be so pretty when I'm done with him. Self-esteem.
Have you seen the show, by the way?
Joe Millionaire? Yeah.
He's very dumb. He's very, very dumb. I would like to see him marry Anna Nicole Smith, and then there's a show.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, what a crossover show that would be.
Yeah, and have a super Aryan retard baby.
Yes.
Like 6'3", all bicep, ass, and boob, but dumb as a stump. Yeah.
I don't know how they could miss.
No. You wonder if she even knows who he is, though. Like, she doesn't seem to know people.
It doesn't matter, though. He could show up. He's pretty handsome, he's dumb. He'd be perfect for her. I'm going to see if I can make that love connection happen.
Well, you invite them both on the show together.
Definitely.
Are you going to have Anna Nicole up there?
Yeah, I think I am going to have her. Oh. All crazy celebrities are invited on the show.
Yeah, they make for the best guests.
Yeah.
Really do. You did a test show tonight. You had Tammy Faye Baker on there.
True. You just tell me who your favorite crazy celebrity is, and we'll book them.
Got a lot of them. Got a lot of them. It's good.
Yeah.
Make me a list.
What about your wife, Drew? I guess you didn't have her on the show.
Relax. At ease.
All right. And listen, Susan, don't call the goddamn studio if you're listening, please. Yeah. Never gets old.
By the you. She's really, how many years have you been doing the show?
This show?
Yeah.
Like 20.
Is she still listening now? It's not to be supportive. It's just
to monitor.
It's to punish and monitor. Yeah.
Well,
monitor and
she's
punish.
got such love for Adam.
That's what it is. She's like ASCAP now. She just listens. She's listening for keywords. For P-whipped is one of her trigger words. That sets the reel to reel in motion. All right, let's. Where the hell were we, by the way?
We were doing the fart off.
All right, and that went south, but it was entertaining. Jeff?
Hello.
You're 14?
Hey, what's up?
What's up?
Hey, I was on the internet yesterday, and I went into the history, and it said that there was a whole bunch of porn on, from yesterday. But the only person who was on the internet was my mom, and I'm just wondering, should I tell her about that?
Of course you should.
Well, you should definitely hold it against her and let her know that you know, so that you have a get-out-of-jail-free card the next time she finds a roach in your room or
announce it
condom
at
or
Easter.
something.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know. Seriously, should I just
Is she single?
My parents divorced 4 years ago.
It's not a, women usually go on sort of interactive sites. They don't look at pictures the way a guy would.
What was she looking at?
Oh, yeah, there was a thing that said live sex on there. Told her about that, and she's like, I have no idea how that's on there.
Oh, you already told her?
Well, no, I didn't tell her there was porn. I just said, hey, there was some kind of thing that said live sex on there. But
you don't actually have to use the word porn to convey the understanding that there's pornography on it.
Right. And what did she say? Did she seem nervous when you said it?
No, she's like, I have no idea, honey.
Well, maybe, sometimes things pop up on your computer screen.
Do you have a brother or sister or an amorous dog or anything?
I got a 4-year-old sister.
No, that wouldn't be it.
All right.
Hey,
I just keep it in your hip pocket because she's going to get on you about something one day soon, and then you bust that out.
Yeah, true. Hey, Jimmy Kimmel, you're in Adam Carolla. Man, show's hilarious.
Thanks.
Hey, and can I get a request for a sound effect?
Which one?
The Snoop Dogg one where he says mayonnaise.
No. Yeah, all right. Let's hear mayonnaise.
That's my main mayonnaise.
I talked to Snoop Dogg on the phone tonight.
You did?
Yeah. This is what my life has come to.
Oh, because he's co-hosting the first night, right?
Yeah, and I have to get him somehow from San Diego to Los Angeles on the day of the Super Bowl. So the conversation I had to have today.
Helicopter.
No, but they're regulating the airspace because of it's unbelievable. The NFC Championship game, there's eat Ted's hot dogs plane flying over the damn stadium.
Yeah,
but
FBI.
But during the Super Bowl, you can't have anything. I mean, it's amazing, and so I had to convince Snoop not to go to the game that he has tickets for today.
Oh, wow.
And he seemed to. I mean, he was so agreeable about it that I'm not sure he understood what I was saying.
The blacks oftentimes do that.
Nice.
No, they do. They're agreeable, and then you feel the shift.
He was
going to your
so
liver.
okay with it that I'm worried that he did not understand what was said.
Hizzle for shizzle dizzle.
Yeah, but he has tickets to the game, and you're asking him not to roll.
Did you hear the Crank Yankers where I talk like Snoop?
Yes, I did. Yeah. You're a master of disguises.
Drew's down.
But those came out funny, though.
That's good.
Yeah. Drew's going to have a puppet made after him.
I can't wait to see that.
All right, let's talk to Todd.
But I'm going to have a hip-hop puppet.
Then your wife will have 2 puppets.
Yeah.
2 Drew puppets. Listen, the fact that you skipped Adam's bachelor party after making a vow is something that will never be forgotten. Will never be forgotten.
That wasn't about her, though. That was other stuff. Patience and things.
Yeah.
Like that.
Like she had no patience.
She had no patience.
Todd, you're 19? What's up? Listen, all you need to know about Drew and his pee-whippiness is that he went to USC, his wife went to UCLA, and he's forced to root for the Bruins. Yes. And when UCLA squares off in the biggest game in the city once a year against USC, he sits on the UCLA sign, he wears a blue and yellow sweater, and waves the banner.
First of all,
you pansy.
First of all, I'm not a Trojan. I'm a Lord Jeff. Because I went to college back east, went to graduate school at SC.
You spent more years at SC than you did at Amherst.
And by the way, I wouldn't be running around telling people you're a Lord Jeff anyway,
Very proud of that, I'll let you know.
4 years at Amherst, right?
Yeah,
How many years at USC?
4.
4?
And then 4 residency, so.
That counts.
So 8.
That's 8 years.
All right, I get
8
you.
is a Trojan, 4 is a Lord Jeff. And
Right.
yet, you're Bruin.
And I live by the Rose Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
And go to the games there.
You're going to die by the Rose Bowl, too. He who lives... Oh, true.
that is pathetic.
Pure pee-whippydom right
It's very
there.
sad. So you actually root for UCLA?
Yeah.
When they play USC. Can you believe
No,
that?
when they play USC, like this year, I was not rooting for UCLA.
Your wife didn't know that.
And we went with a bunch of SC fans, too.
You had to act like you're rooting for
cut it out.
UCLA. Todd, you're 19?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I used to help out with a drama program at a community center. It was like a drama and arts program with a guy and his wife, and like I became pretty good friends with them. Working like for about a year and a half with them, and then I stopped doing it about 6 months ago or a little over. Like he had to leave too. He was having trouble with his wife, and I've kind of stayed in contact with him, and then I've kept in contact with her lately. And then, we've been, hanging out sometimes, just, casual stuff, but it's become more and more. And it's obviously going somewhere, but they're not legally divorced, and she's a good 6 years older than me.
Are they? But they're broken up.
Yeah, but I'm pretty good friends with both of them, and as of before.
How do you know it's going somewhere?
Well, we've been going to lunch and going to dinner and stuff, and
this guy sounds exactly like Joe Millionaire.
Yeah.
No, but she's much older than me, and she's asked me if consider going out or trying dates.
What is our question? What are we dealing with here tonight?
Oh, I'm wondering if I should go for this.
She's still married to the guy?
Relationship. Technically, legally,
he's out of the house, though.
They live separately.
What do you mean?
Just say yes when I say he's out of the house. Okay.
Then then she can date. You still maintain a relationship with him, though.
Oh, I haven't talked to him in a while, but
all right, go ahead.
You can date.
Do what you want to her.
All right, thanks.
All right.
Well, be careful.
Enjoy.
All right. Okay, thanks.
All right.
Drew, did Adam tell you about my reality show idea?
Has-Been House?
Joe AIDS.
Yeah. This is
25 women.
Right.
One guy. They find at the end he has AIDS. We see how much they really love him.
That's good.
What do you think?
That's good. How about the Butler show? Tell Jimmy about that one.
Oh, AIDS Butler?
AIDS Butler, yeah.
Oh, I told him about that. One thing I didn't tell him, though, that we just stumbled onto tonight, which could be another one of my new projects, Rave Doctor.
Oh, yeah.
The doctors at the raves, the kids
like
are...
Dr. Bruce.
Yeah, kids are convulsing. They got some bad GHB.
Acid trips.
Yeah, cop a feel from the chicks, save the guys, go through their wallets, while they're convulsing
Fight
on the ground.
crime. Yeah. Somebody slipped them some bad, bad roofies or something.
Right. Yeah.
Adam,
sex is not a recreational sport.
That's just the doctor we want for our audience, isn't it?
Bruce?
Yeah. Ichabod Bruce. Dr. Spaz. Patrick, I saw Dr. Spaz a couple days ago, and he was incensed that Dr. Marcel
had done a show.
It took his place. He's like, he's a plastic surgeon. And I was like, yeah, all right, Gomer, quiet down now. And he's like, well, he doesn't have the vet. And I'm like, all right, but he can string together a sentence, though. I mean, you got to give him that. Yeah, he was incensed. I had to talk my way around. I said it was your idea.
You did not.
I did, yeah. I said Drew insisted.
Did I not say that he abuses me all the time, Joey?
I know he does.
I know he does.
No, he's cool. Bruce is all good. He's all good.
He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he's good people.
I will avoid this behavior in the future.
Patrick?
What's going on?
Patrick, you're 21. What's up?
I'll have sex with my girlfriend, and I know the difference from when she comes, but sometimes she'll spit out this thick white creamy crap. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
She'll spit it out?
Not spit it out, but it'll just come out of her vaginal area and just.
And it's not from you?
No, definitely not for me.
What kind of velocity does this have on it?
What do you mean by velocity?
The speed of an object?
No, it comes out slow,
it
not
oozes
all
out.
quick, Like, it just comes out slow.
It's just
Right.
mucus.
What would the slow sound be like, Patrick?
No, I can't explain the sound. It's just
This is SpongeBob's friend.
it's like thick.
Patrick, this is him.
Well, maybe that is okay. So maybe she has an infection, or maybe that's just what she produces.
Yeah, it can be normal, and it can get when it's normal. It usually gets a little heavier around the time of the period, just before the period. And if it's infection, I'm sure you have other symptoms, irritation, that sort of thing.
Like, I don't know. Like, it's kind of like cottage cheese.
All right, well, that could be a yeast infection.
Have you said anything to her about it?
Yeah, like we've talked about it.
All right, well, tell her to
if
get
she's
a
sexually
check.
active, she needs to have a pelvic exam. You can try one of the over.
I should like
Hey, Patrick.
go and like check. Should we like go to the hospital and like check it?
Yes.
Call an
Go to
ambulance.
the emergency.
Ambulance right now.
Gary.
Shut up.
What was that?
I don't know.
All right, listen.
Why do we torture ourselves with
I
this
know.
show every night?
Just go.
Drew, you're a doctor. I'm a carpenter. We don't need to humiliate ourselves night after night with this nonsense. We both make an honest living doing other trades. Why are we
get out of here
here?
right now. Had it.
Yeah.
Listen, go to the pharmacy, get an over-the-counter yeast medicine. If that doesn't clear up, she should have a pelvic exam anyway since you're sexually active.
Sarah,
Yeah?
you're 18.
Uh-huh.
What's up?
Not much.
All right. What's your
Okay.
question?
All right, well, the thing is that I have a problem with my boyfriend, sort of. And I'm going out with him, and the sex isn't really that good anymore. But my ex-boyfriend came back into my life, and he wants me to get back with him. But my question is that, whether or not I should stay with my boyfriend or go with my ex-boyfriend.
Why did you break up with your ex in the first place?
Huh?
Why did you break up with your ex in the first place?
Well, because he was cheating on me.
Was he abusive to you in any other way?
Oh, no, he wasn't. He was just for girls.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you can't really say
Yeah.
that word.
This isn't Jimmy's new show. We cannot say the F word on this show.
Is he dating anyone else now?
Uh-huh.
He is dating someone else. Okay, so he would be now cheating on her then.
He was cheating. No, he was dating me. But
He was dating you. He cheated on you. Now does he have another girlfriend?
my ex?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, he doesn't.
How old is he?
He's 20.
20. And you're not into this other girl. The fact is you're not into the guy you're with right now. You're just
The
not.
thing is that, I'm not into him anymore, and the problem is that he wants to marry me.
Well, then by all means, the guy you're not into, you should marry.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, come
what
on.
you're saying?
No,
No,
don't
just
be
break up.
ridiculous. You need to end that relationship, and this other guy, I'm sure, is no good for you either, but
Right.
you need to at least
But the
end
guy
it.
you're with, he's not dangerous, right? He's kind of a wuss.
No, the guy that I'm with, he's like a sweetheart and everything, but he's just not doing it for me.
Yeah, well, that's the problem. You need the dangerous guy who's not available.
Yeah.
Well, think about that, Sarah. Think about
it, and then when you're about 50, you'll realize what a terrible mistake you made.
Yeah.
There you go.
You're
Good
good.
times, huh?
You're good looking, right?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, the world's your oyster.
Do you think so? Because I just want to end up marrying someone that I'm going to regret later on, like in a year,
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
don't marry anybody just
Yeah,
yet.
you're 18.
Right?
Just relax.
Okay.
This will start to make sense to you.
Hey,
soon
wait
enough.
till you're at least 19 and a half.
The world is your oyster. Because that's all the world is. I know I was kidding when I said that. I had to be kidding. That's all I'm saying. I'm just such a fine actor that you guys don't know the difference between jest and reality.
I
That's
remember
all.
that speech. I was in the middle of a rant, or led into a rant.
Nah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It was
Oh,
Viking induced too.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, that was my
could've been.
Vicodin rant? All right. We'll be back. We are back with more
Music cues, I see that.
of the best. Keep going, Drew. Of Loveline, the best
How could
of
we have the
Loveline.
best
That's
one?
right.
Here's Aziz.
Now, Jimmy Kimmel is too much funny to stuff into one segment or into one pair of tough skins. So, we're coming back with a second segment of Jimmy Kimmel.
I got many of those, of course.
I got to go back to the dentist for...
Again?
Well, now he's got to put the false teeth in.
Lloyd Braun wants him whiter.
Yeah.
Did Lloyd really say that to you?
Yeah, Lloyd... Well,
what? Lloyd is the president of ABC. Did he really tell you to get your teeth whitened?
He told me through Daniel.
What?
They're telling me my teeth whitened. Well,
Really?
there's a couple of things.
Because you already had them whitened.
I had them whitened, but it's like 6 years ago
that's
now.
the comedy in this. This is white teeth.
700 cases of red wine ago.
Oh, God.
But here's my thing. These dentists, they got an angle for everything, The guy takes out,
How do you go to that maniac anymore?
I'm going to a new guy. I'm going to these specialist guys now. And so, you see where my teeth, you see that?
Yeah.
I see I got the 2 teeth missing.
Oh, you're
going
to be like Uncle Abe or something. You're going to be pulling out.
I never noticed you had that many teeth missing.
He's going to pull out a bridge. You can make an old...
Holy
No,
cow.
You can entertain your kids by pulling stuff out.
Yeah, that's what my grandfather used to do.
Right, exactly.
He's putting them in full time. And by the way, just any dentist who's listening out there, please do not get into the graphic explanation about the procedure. They go, "Oh, here's what we do. We just take a drill. It's just like a carpenter's drill." And I don't like when they equate industrial products to your mouth. Same as carpenter. Those little Dremels. It's like that. It's like that's got a diamond bit on it. We go down into the bone. We get down in there, get down in jawbone, and then we take a little piece of titanium and we tap that. We actually just tap it just like a screw. And I'm like, yeah, it's my goddamn mouth you're talking about, though. This is not auto repair. This is inside. This is going on in my mouth. And he's like, we just tap it down in there. And we set the tap. Then we screw it in there. So then we have a couple of posts sticking out. I'm like, okay, when does this start sounding good? How much are you paying me? That's what we got to get to. What's the cost? $20,000?
When I went to the dentist, I had to get a couple cavities filled, and he gets out the needle full of Novocaine, and I said, before you stick the sharp needle into my gums, don't you have the gas that I used to get when I was a kid? He's like, oh yeah, we have it. Well, give me some of that.
Yeah.
And then he gave it to me, and I barely felt the whole. Why not just give it to you?
It's a little bit dangerous.
Dangerous. I used to suck that stuff like crazy out of whipped cream cans, out of balloons.
It lead to a successful career in comedy.
There you go.
My favorite things, though, with Jimmy, though, is leading you down the path to the spikes in the penis. That was one of the greatest moments of my career.
Yeah, you did. You really liked it. Well, first, that was good times. First time, my penis hole's closing up. The first time, Drew gives me some pills. And then I go back. It didn't work, and he sends me to a specialist. And this guy, he was an older guy, and what he did is put a series of rods that look like metal chopsticks into my penis. All the way in the hole.
Graduated spirit.
Yeah, and it got bigger and he put one in and pulled it out and put a bigger one in and a bigger one in, and it kept me in until my penis hole was stretched out.
Yeah.
And it stayed stretched out for a good solid 5 years until it finally almost closed up again, and then I had to go get it operated on, not once, but 2 times.
Oh, yeah.
Operation beyond the stretching procedure.
Yeah, no, I had to get the operation. They said it's less painful than the stretching. It's more permanent.
That's good times.
But now I'm in great shape. Now I go to the bathroom. I go to pee in the toilet. It's in the bathtub. It's in the sink.
You pee sitting down.
It's on the towels. It's all over my legs. I mean, it's really it's humiliating. It's humiliating.
Well, I like it when Jimmy was wiping his ass with those counter wipes.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Jimmy story.
Yeah.
He had the Windex up his ass and Mr. Clean wipes.
This is really the reason for the divorce.
She left those right on top of the toilet.
Now, we've never had these wipes in our home before, ever,
But
right?
of course you had baby wipes when you had children.
When babies had children, we still have children.
Yeah.
We didn't get rid of them, but we're not wiping their ass. They do that anymore.
You're used to seeing those tubs of.
I said this is like
wet
2 years
towels,
ago.
yeah.
So I've never had these now. So there's a tub of the wet upstairs. There's a tub of these like Cottonelle ass wipes, which is nice when you start getting into the nitty gritty.
That's upstairs.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's nice, to really like clean things up. And then downstairs on the toilet, in a similarly shaped thing, are the Mr. Clean, like antibacterial ammonia wipes.
For the countertop.
They've both arrived in my home like during the same week. So upstairs I'm like, this is great. I go downstairs. I'm like, all right, this is not getting done fast enough. I go for one of the wipes. I put it in there, and it burns me all the way up. I mean, it's unbelievable, the pain. I'm screaming and yelling. My wife is laughing like a maniac. And I still wonder if she didn't do that on purpose.
I got to believe she did, Jimmy.
I have to believe it, too. But she denies it.
I'll tell you, you ought to do this as a segment on the new show because I I brushed my teeth with Vagisil once, and
I got the Desitin.
I know
Desitin. My cousin Sal did with Desitin.
It's amazingly disgusting.
My buddy Ray used a Tux medicated pad, like a Clearasil pad. Thought it was a Clearasil pad, and wwiped his face down with a Tux pad. Almost everybody. Has
Whatever
a good
you don't
story.
expect is bad. I pulled a root beer that was open out of the refrigerator. I saw it was full, so I drained the whole thing and I filled it with water. And then my sister, who left it in there, came back for her root beer about an hour later, and she takes a drink of it, and it's like the most disgusting thing you could ever
You're
drink.
not ready for it.
She spit it out all over the place.
There's a famous coffee can incident between you two also.
Oh, that was. I still think my greatest moment.
Yeah, it really was. It was your greatest moment.
All right, we got to take a break, but when we come back,
we're helping a lot of people tonight.
I know. Well, they should learn from our misfortune. When we come back, and Drew, remind me, I'll tell the famous coffee can incident involving yours truly and Jimmy Kimmel, and then we promise to take some calls after this. Hey, everybody. It's the best of Loveline. I'm Adam Carolla. That is Dr. Drew.
This hour has some of our favorite band members.
That's right.
It really does.
We're going to start with Art and the boys from Everclear. Everybody, it's Loveline. What is that song?
I've always loved New Wave, and I heard it was making a comeback.
Kraftwerk. It's huge.
No, it's Fisher Spooner.
Fisher Spoon? They make speakers or something?
Fisher Spooner.
Oh, Fisher Spooner.
You would hate these guys so much. You know, they do techno music, and they make patio furniture.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, they're a Capitol band.
Yeah.
Aren't they?
Are they really?
Yeah, I love them.
Do they sing? Do they sing? Or they just do the Casio?
No, I think they're singing, but they put on like a big show, I hear, too.
All right. Well, I'm down.
It's a dance club thing.
I'm down with them.
The
Art
kids
and Greg
like
are both here from Everclear. Slow Motion Daydream, name of the CD. We're going to hear something else off of that in just a couple of few. That comes out Tuesday, the 11th, so it's just a day or so from now. Also, you can hear Art on KNRK, which does not roll off the tongue. I don't know why. Or maybe
just call it NRK.
NRK.
Yeah, everyone does call it NRK, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's the K screwing me up. Yeah, I'll just call it NRK.
I used to always want to call it KNRQ for some reason.
Yeah.
There is a KNRQ.
In Portland?
No, not in Portland. No. It's somewhere. There is a KNRQ, or at least there used to be.
You can go to www.everclearonline.com to find out any information you want to find out about the band, tours, and things like that. Nathan?
Yeah.
You're 20.
Yeah, I'm 20. How's it going, guys?
Good.
Man, I love you guys. You guys are the highlight of my day. I listen to you guys every night.
Thanks.
And Everclear, you guys are awesome. I've listened to you guys forever.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's up?
Yeah, I was just calling because you guys, when I listen to you guys always kind of act negatively towards people when they're a virgin, when they're so old. I was just wondering if I'm messed up for life now, or
no. I would say that's not quite accurate. What we need is an explanation, and in the explanation we'll determine whether or not we react negatively. If you were to say, for instance, I have a firm belief in this, I'm committed to it, it's important to me, and I have some sort of religious overtones to it that are important to me also, we'd say, all right, that's your choice.
Yeah.
But if you said, and we heard something funny in your voice, and Grandpa touched me when I was 5, all right, well, okay. Now we're going to react to it.
All right. But also, if you're, Nathan, you're 20, right?
Yeah.
You're virgin?
Mm-hmm.
And why is this?
Well, because I guess my religion, I'm Mormon.
It's something important to you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
We actually say it's a good thing.
Do you date?
Well, actually, I'm a missionary right now. And,
so you're riding the bike around?
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
Where are you from originally?
I'm from Dallas, Texas.
And where are you doing your missionary work?
In Sacramento.
Oh, just missed Bakersfield,
Gotta
too.
suck, yeah.
Yeah, well, you need to save those people. That is Meth Lab Alley right in there.
Yeah, like Rio Linda and all that.
Yeah, good times.
Yeah, now what do you do? What's a normal day like for you?
Wake up early in the morning, study the Bible and the Book of Mormon and all that good stuff.
What time do you wake up to study?
6:30.
6:30, all right. And you get up and you study the Book of Mormon and the Bible, and then what?
And then we just go out all day and tell people that Jesus loves them and all that good stuff.
And do you saddle up? Do you have the bike?
Yeah, we got the bike.
Now, you guys, is it offensive to like Jehovah or Mormo or whoever's in charge over there? If you're on like a mountain bike and doing wheelies or anything, is there any hot dog in it or trail riding?
Oh no, it's all good.
Okay, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Because I'd have a bike that was done up. I'd have like a Klein, with some suspension, a monoshock suspension.
Some polished chrome.
Well, who pays for the bike? Do your parents pay for the bike when you go on mission?
Yeah, my parents paid for it.
Okay, well, see, there you go.
You got a decent ride?
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got a few girls honking at me every once in a while.
Well, there you go. You're a good-looking guy in a cool bike and a suit.
Oh, yeah, you sporting a tie?
Oh, definitely.
White shirt.
White shirt.
White shirt.
Yeah.
And you pull up. You pull up to people's houses?
Yeah, I mean, we go knock on doors or just talk to whoever.
And the bike's nice because it's like bringing the troops in on a glider. Just slide right up. People don't hear the van pull up or anything. They don't know what's going on until they hear the rap on the door.
I got a story.
That's when my bulldog goes crazy. My bulldog hates people like you. He goes nuts when you guys come by.
Well, he's an atheist.
Yeah.
He's into Santeria. The bulldog. All right, so it's good. You share the good news. What would you say your batting average is? You knock on 10 doors. What do you? Let's say 10 people answer.
Probably 0 out of 10.
What's that?
0 out of 10?
Yeah.
0 out of 10.
Yeah.
How about 50?
Well, a lot of people talk to us, but as in being interested, probably 0 out of 50 too.
Are you trying to turn people on to Christ or turn people on to being a Mormon?
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
And out of 100, what would you say?
I think like the statistic is like 1 out of 1,000 or something.
Wow. And you get up every day and keep going at it, huh?
Yep.
How long do you got to do this before you can go home and marry some blonde girl and have a bunch of babies?
He has to pedal to Wisconsin statistically to get one half of a convert.
Yeah, we go for 2 years.
Go for 2 years.
2 years. No, that 1 out of 1,000, that's just somebody that will sit down and talk or somebody who converts?
Oh, someone that converts.
I see.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. And any good stories?
Have you ever got a convert?
I don't know. Kind of, not really.
Any wild stories?
Wild stories.
Have you ever been... Someone tried to seduce you?
Yeah, Lonely Housewives.
We need something here. Give us something.
2 years is a long time.
Yeah.
Now, and what about hitting the same house twice? Like that, I would immediately, like after about 10 days, just wander into the same neighborhood and piss off the same people. Like, do you have some sort of map that you cross off?
Yeah, we have like a specific area, and then we go in and out of areas like all the time. So we do hit a lot of people at, more than once. So
now the girls don't do mission work like this, do they?
Yeah, they can when they're 21.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I've never seen them. I've never seen them.
I haven't either. No.
But I have seen the JWs out.
Yeah.
With the girls.
JWs?
Jehovah's Witnesses.
That's our rival.
But I think
Go Mormon.
They're like the Sharks. They're like the Sharks and the Jets. You know what I mean? They go at it every once in a while. They're snapping their fingers. Stiletto comes out.
Inner City Ballet.
They rumble on a schoolyard.
That's a great movie.
Oh, dude.
All right, so Nathan, and when the girls go out, do they go out teamed up with a guy?
No, it's just 2 girls and then.
Oh, 2 girls. I see 2 girls, 2 guys. All right.
Oh, no.
Things get out of hand, probably.
All right, there.
Well, what did you originally call about?
Because I'm a virgin and I don't want to be weird when I grow up. So.
No.
But you're only 20.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I mean,
I was a virgin until I was 19 for no religious reason whatsoever. So.
Well, he had dreadlocks.
Yeah.
Oh.
Or is that when you stopped being a virgin?
No, that was when I stopped. That's when I was playing the field. After that.
That's when you started getting girls. Hey, Nathan.
Yeah.
Take your time, brother.
All right.
You're going to have lots of blonde kids. It'll be fine.
All right, cool.
All right. So, Art, were you saying earlier you had a story about somebody showing up at the house?
All right. Now, this is back in my drug-taking, drinking days. Back, I was 19, 20 years old, living in Hawthorne, California, and this older woman knocks on my door at the ungodly hour of 2 p.m.
Yeah.
And I wake up off my mom's couch and, slither over to the door and open it up. And I'm like, pair of blue jeans and wife beater. And, I'm just looking like a very, like Art Carney back in the good days.
Right.
And she's like trying to talk to me about religion. And I'm getting that at home, right? And I don't want to hear that.
Right.
I'm just like, my mom is extremely born again.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I grew up with that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, praying over cars. If your car wouldn't start, everybody come out and pray over it. Stuff like that.
Wow.
And I was always like,
that worked every time, didn't it?
Yeah, I would go to...
Started right up.
My mom... It never worked. My mom would take me to... make me go to her church, an Assembly of God church, where people like froth at the mouth and speak in tongues and
really?
just like
roll
around on the floor. Old ladies rolling around on the floor. And I used to go and I used to take hits of acid with my friends, and we go to church and watch it happen.
That's very smooth.
But that was at the irresponsible age of 15.
With
At
the lady
20, this woman comes to the door and she's talking about it, and I'm just like, I don't really want to hear about it. I know about the Bible because I hear it all the time, and I'm just like, look, I'm really not into this. I don't believe what you believe. I respect this. Thank you. I'll take this watchtower from you, or what's it called?
That's the Watchtower.
Is it the Watchtower?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take your comic book from you. Fine. Okay. Thanks. And she leaves. 15 minutes later, she knocks on the door, opens it up. She's there again. And, I'm not going to be rude to her, but I'm going to tell her in certain terms I don't want to talk to her. I open the door, and there's this really hot chick standing there. And the old woman sitting there with a smirk on her face going, "This is my granddaughter, Chelsea." And I'm like, really? Would you guys like to come in?
You get high, baby.
Let's talk religion.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I never got that. I got when I was living in.
That's all I got though. If I wanted to pursue Chelsea, I'd have to go down to the Kingdom Hall.
Well, here's the thing that makes their difficult job almost impossible, which is the people they hit. I got hit when I was living in La Crescenta. Same thing, 2 in Tuesday. I'm unemployed. Whatever the reason is, I'm in my underpants. It's 2, and it's the middle of the week. So I guess in a way they're getting people who could probably use it because they're not gainfully employed and things aren't working out.
Those people are vulnerable to this kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
They're vulnerable to cults and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, if you're home during the middle of the day, you probably are. Yeah.
Very vulnerable.
Yeah.
This is the days before Jerry Springer now.
Right.
When there was nothing on TV.
No, there was
nothing good.
Nothing good. Just soap operas. Luke and Laura.
Right.
That's back in the day.
Desiree,
Yeah.
you're 16.
Mhm.
What's up?
Well, I lost my virginity when I was 14, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I slept with like around 13 people.
Between then and now?
Yeah.
2 years.
Okay.
I think that's like being promiscuous.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, your age. Yeah.
Well.
She's a ho. She's a ho. She's a ho. She's a ho.
I was going to say slut, but I didn't know if you could say that, so.
All right, what's the question?
I was just wondering if you guys thought it was being slutty.
Well,
we don't sort of judge things that way. We sort of think in terms of why are you so unhappy that you need to do this and what's going on.
Do you enjoy it?
Not really.
No.
Yeah,
Okay, then you're not doing it for the right reasons.
A 16-year-old is doing this really. He's never doing it for the right reasons.
No, absolutely. But I'm just talking to her not like she's a 16-year-old, like she's a person, and just like even if she was 26 years old, if she had that many partners, I think.
But even if it feels good, it would feel good because it's part of an addictive process or bipolar or something.
Okay.
And if it doesn't feel good, then clearly it's part of a trauma history.
So what are you doing it for, Desiree, if it doesn't feel good?
Because I just try to please everybody else inside me.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Do when guys approach you, do you sort of freeze and you can't stop, can't say no kind of thing?
No, not really.
No. So you go after it a little bit.
If they want to.
Well, let's go to the, we're 0 for 1 tonight, but where's your dad?
I don't know.
There you
Is
go.
that out of the picture?
Don't even know his name.
Really? And always been this way? I mean, he was gone from the beginning?
Yep.
How about stepdads? Do you have any male role models that are worth a damn?
No, not anymore. I mean, I had a stepdad when I was 3, but he kind of molested me, and so I got taken up from my mom, and then I got back with my mom when I was 6.
All right, well, there you go.
So you got back with your mom when you were 6?
Yeah, because they took me away from my mom.
Yeah, they took her away.
Because he was abusing her.
Protective.
Right. Yeah.
Yep, there you go.
Well, you know where he is now? Did he go to jail?
I don't know.
You never found out if he was prosecuted?
This is all the result of that trauma. So if you want to stop, I suggest you get some treatment because it's probably not going to stop on its own. It's not the kind of thing you can stop. It's already making you feel bad. If it was just about knowing that it made you feel bad to make you stop, you already would have stopped.
Yeah. You ever got any counseling?
Yeah, for suicide though.
Yeah, you're going to need some counseling for what your horrible stepdad did to you. But,
Did you talk about this in your counseling for suicide?
Not really. I didn't want everybody to know about everything about me.
But do you think that maybe that contributed to your feelings of...
suicidal feelings?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, so Desiree.
Yeah.
And everybody, by the way, and maybe this sounds Pollyanna-ish, but if you're doing some behavior that's really been sort of motivated by some horrible event of the past, and the behavior offers some temporary relief, but ultimately makes you feel horrible, isn't the first move just to try to stop the behavior and the second move to get into counseling, or do this simultaneously? I mean, you might not have access to counseling at this point, although you should be able to find something, especially being a victim of molestation this way and stuff. But can you stop the behavior?
Yeah.
You can.
Drew,
I haven't had sex for about 6 months.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. I mean, but without treatment, what are her chances of really stopping the behavior?
Pretty slim. The research now is showing that traumas like what she describes wires your brain in a specific way, and until it is rewired. And rewiring doesn't mean just changing the behavior. It means changing the way you experience yourself in relation to other people. And the only way that happens is through things like recovery or in individual therapeutic modalities. They all share the common feature of changing the relationship with the other and rewiring the emotional centers of the brain, which are not cognitive. They're not things you can reason yourself into or change by reading a book about it. Those are intellectual, conscious processes that are really very, very different in terms of how they work and how they change.
All right, so Desiree, here's the thing. You got your work cut out for you, but it's not a death sentence. I mean, it just means you're going to get some therapy and you're going to do some work and you're going to be ahead of everyone else you know when you're 18.
Right, that's right.
That's it. And you'll just be one of those stronger people that overcame adversity.
Yeah, this would have been a period of your life when you were a kid, and you'll learn from it.
And hopefully you won't look at it as something that you've used a lot of negative, pejorative words about yourself. I'm a slut, I'm this. No, it's part of having been traumatized, a natural part of the human system. That's how the humans react when they've been through those sorts of traumas.
This is why these stepdads just need to have a rusty sprinkler key put in one ear until it pokes out the other ear, because this is a gift that keeps giving. You know what I mean? I mean, not only do you traumatize and horrify some 3-year-old, 6-year-old, whatever, but now you have this. Mm-hmm. This is it. This wounded person, this sort of shell of a person can just go on and attempt to take on life. Enjoy. Yeah. And that's what I hate about these guys.
And there's plenty of predators that will take advantage of her.
Absolutely.
And, I know. When I got divorced from my ex-wife and she remarried and started seeing someone, I was really worried about it. She met the guy online, but he ended up being a wonderful man. He's a wonderful stepfather and a good father to his own children with my ex-wife. So I'm really lucky as far as that goes. But one of the reasons my mom never remarried is because of this issue, where she grew up in the South, the deep South. Stepfathers were just
predators.
Yeah, predators, basically. And she just did not want that brought around her children.
Is that something that happened to her?
She never admitted to it, but she came from a family of 13, 14 kids.
Ooh.
So, and a lot of them were boys, and there's a lot of her sisters were pregnant before they were married, and not necessarily by the man they married. So and it wasn't just her family; it was pretty widespread. And this is the 30s, 40s, 50s.
It's classic Jewish family. I know. I can hear all the traits. True, am I right? I mean, stop me.
Oh yeah. Oh, no, go on.
I know a Jewish family when I hear it. Tons of kids, everyone getting it on, everyone pregnant before they're done with high school. All right, let's cheer up with a little Everclear song. Hey, Anderson, come on now, buddy boy.
This is a real happy song.
Come on, Anderson. You want to hear it when we get back, Anderson? You don't like? Yeah, we don't got time.
Anderson doesn't like my band.
No, he's a stickler for time. All right. So why don't we take a break? We'll break just a minute early, and we'll come back and we'll hear Everclear song after this. It's Loveline, the best of Loveline, that is. I'm Adam. That is Dr. Drew. We're not in studio tonight, but...
that's why it's the best.
It's the best for me, Wayhole. I'll tell you who is in studio tonight, Drew.
Our voices and Stephen Jenkins' voices.
From Third Eye Blind. Hey, everybody, it's Loveline. Stephen Jenkins is here tonight from Third Eye Blind. So, where were we? Drew's recovering from his hernia surgery. Not feeling well.
Not feeling bad, but not feeling well. What is this a picture of in the back on the album cover? Do you know?
I think it's Birmingham, England.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cool
Everybody
picture.
thinks this is our bass player, Orion, when he was 5.
Yeah.
That's good.
Kind of looks like him.
It's got some Orion.
I
in
like
him.
this. It's the cover of. We're talking. By the way, this is Stephen Jenkins from Third Eye Blind. My guests tonight are Adam and Drew, Dr. Drew. He's certified. This is my album cover, and this is a photo from Mick Rock. He did all that old glam stuff.
Yeah, this is
like all the like Rocky Horror Picture Show photos and all the Bowie photos, and he's like this sort of classic rock photographer. And we used him on the cover of the album.
Picture, it's a cool record cover that Drew just broke. But is the picture of the guy who's on the cover? He's in front of an English town.
Yeah.
Is he standing there? Or did you put him there?
No,
it's superimposed.
It's there. This photo was in a book from Mick Rock, this photographer, and it was Mott the Hoople's original idea for a cover for all the young dudes, and they never used it.
Oh, really?
And I was like, why didn't they use this? This is the best album cover I've ever seen, so we used it.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Smart. All right, let's talk to Michelle.
I just made that up.
No, you didn't. Michelle is 27. Michelle?
Hey, guys.
What's up?
Before I ask Dr. Drew my question about hernia, I just want to say one thing to Stephen. Stephen, if anybody loves you at Live 105 in San Francisco, it's Sharon Walsh.
That's so nice to hear. Thanks, Michelle.
Anyway.
Big up to San Francisco.
Yeah, big ups. Anyway, Dr. Drew, I had hernia surgery in January. And
my condolences.
You don't hear that from women that often, do you?
It's not as common with women, but they get it.
Well, you know, when you're lugging heavy radio, you get... Sorry, guys.
You're on the radio right now, as a matter of fact.
Yeah,
it's ironic. It's ironic that you would have a background in radio and just bust out the S word almost immediately.
Really. Anyway, I'm still having a lot of pain.
Unacceptable. You mean, did you have the laparoscopic procedure?
No, they cut me open. They didn't do the one that you did.
I had the scope.
Yeah, they definitely cut me open and they put the mesh piece inside.
Why?
I'm so sorry.
Why would they cut her open if they had this other
I
technology?
don't know. Maybe it was was it an umbilical hernia?
No, it was lower.
Huh.
It was.
You guys want to see my holes?
I'm sorry?
Yeah, Drew's going to show us his hole.
Look, there's Drew's hole. Yeah. Let me see if I can describe this to you. The humanity, the horror. It's a dead yellow color with purple discolorations.
Nice. The jaundice
but his
yellow.
abs are tight.
Inside, it's all a mess.
His belly button looks like a black eye.
And it was shaved. He looks like a
shaved cat.
It's like a old tranny who got beat up.
Yeah, my scar's not too pretty.
Oh.
All right, so
I do not plan to have pain 4 months out. I'm telling you that.
How can Dr. Drew help you with your hernia?
Every time I bend over, I feel the mesh. Like, I feel it inside of me.
Yeah, they say that you can, it takes a while to really stretch it out. Like, the athletes and things that have to get this, which is common, they say, 6 months later, they're still kind of stretching on it a little bit.
And sometimes, Dr. Drew, you just got to bend over and feel the mesh.
And right now, I can't straighten up. And I feel the mesh all the time. I'm bent over all the time.
All right.
Pansy!
True, that's an interesting statement.
I know.
I'm bent over all the time. All right, I'm
Sweetie,
done
I
with
just
Michelle.
can't get up.
I've been tying the same loafer for 20 years.
Okay.
All right, Michelle.
My nuts are getting swollen, too.
I think you're going to have to just break it in a little more.
Yeah, take time.
Take your time.
All
How
right.
can I break it in? Is there exercises I can do?
Just abdominal exercises and stretching, just the usual stuff.
Well, what are they? Should you be doing crunchies at a certain point?
I'm going to talk to my surgeon about a week or so. I don't think you do for about a month.
Okay.
Downward dog, upward dog, a little
That's
Ashtanga
right.
yoga.
Little yoga. You do some
Tadasana.
yoga? You seem like a yoga guy.
I do?
Yeah, he's Bay Area, and you're up in your head,
Really?
Yeah. It seems like you could do some yoga. You're in good shape. You're sort of long and lean.
Well, no.
All right. I did a yoga class once when we were.
Oh yeah, in North Carolina.
But I'd taken a class or two, but I'm not like the, I don't know.
I liked it. Only problem is I used the mat the gym mat. I didn't bring my own mat, and it was it was not in good shape at all.
What they gave you?
Yeah, and you're stuffing your face into it, and it smells like ass, and
really,
you want to complain.
If you haven't seen Adam Carolla walking around, one of the founders of the Man Show with a yoga mat, you haven't.
No, there was another dimension to that weirdness, which he was surrounded by North Carolinian housewives who all wanted to talk to him about the Man Show at the conclusion of this yoga.
And here he is complaining that he's got to use, that the yoga mat used by the scum out there. Where's my own yoga mat?
The common people, yes. Yeah. Kevin?
Yeah, hi.
What's up? You're 23.
Yeah, I just started dating this girl, and
Kevin does not sound 23.
We finally got down to it, and she got real big beef curtains. I didn't know if that.
Whoa! She got what?
Beef curtains.
Really big
beef curtains. That is, I've never heard. Ann, ever heard that term?
Never heard that one?
Anybody? Oh, Laura, Tara, don't call me Tara.
It's a term that's used more often in Britain.
Yeah,
I see. That's good.
And
in France, I guess, huh?
Yes, anywhere the gentry resides.
I imagine, yes.
All right, so Kevin.
I was just wondering if that meant she's been around a lot, or...
Yes, she's been stretched out.
No,
yes.
Born that way, yes. Not the moment she was born, but genetically endowed, yes.
Kevin.
I mean,
Kevin, quiet down. Let me ask you some questions. Why is it you're 23 and you sound like a Vietnam vet?
Oh, I smoke a lot. My throat's a little, cottoned up.
You do drugs?
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't call it drugs. It's
just Vicodin.
You call you don't call labia beef curtain, or actually you do.
You don't call
Right. Okay. So you do drugs, smoke, and how's everything going for you otherwise?
Everything otherwise, besides the big curtains, everything's fine. I mean,
Oh, that's a problem?
Yeah.
So usually you got to. This is Kevin. This is
in the way.
Kevin. They're not in the way. You're in the way of you're closing your own curtain. This is Stephen. Let's just take care of it.
It's going to be curtains for you.
This is really, Kevin. The issues you're facing are really the way you look at things, and it comes down to a question of adjectives. So what you need to think about is the word plush.
Yeah.
And when people ask you about how your girl is, you don't need to talk about this in any overt ways. What you need to say is, oh, she's great. She's so plush.
We'll use the French term, drop the buff.
Yeah. She's plush. I love her. She's plush.
All right, Kevin.
Okay?
Plush.
That's right.
Thank you very much.
Plush.
You got it. Okay. It's a beautiful thing. And love is a beautiful thing.
Look into the pot, and I'm sure there's opiates here, too. I can just feel it.
Fast forward to tomorrow at work, Kevin. My lady has plush beef curtains. Plus size crushed beef curtain.
I did what I could.
I think
I tried.
I think you did what you call positive imaging. You replaced beef curtain with plush.
Risk management, damage control too. It was good.
Right.
Yeah.
How far are we going to get with that guy?
Christian?
Yeah. How's it going?
Good. You're 15.
Yes.
You got a question for Stephen?
You sound 15.
Indeed, I do.
Ask away.
I just wanted to say, how's it going, Stephen? And congratulations on the release of Out of the Vein.
Thank you so much, Christian.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
It's worth all the wait.
Did you listen to it today?
Yeah, I bought it today.
Did you like it?
I loved it.
I'm so glad.
Yeah.
I really want people to like this album because we worked hard on it, and it makes me feel good, man.
Feeling like
Thanks.
people are kind of like, it's like under the radar now, And, that's partly what my question's kind of about.
Uh-huh.
It's like, how much does the public success of this album have to do with the future direction of the band?
Good question.
Well, I think we're always kind of under the radar. I mean, we're not Third Eye Blind's not a big media band. I don't think we've ever been on the cover of a magazine. We're not a big video band. We didn't put out a video for the first single off the last album. We haven't put out a video for this one. It's really what Third Eye Blind's about is music, and we're kind of weird. We're kind of a misfit band. There's not really a place for us, and that's the kind of people we appeal to, I think, is misfits ourselves.
Well, does the label want you to come out with a video, for instance?
Yeah, they wanted a video, but every time we make videos, I always feel so bizarre. I look at them, I was like, that isn't...
Do you have a problem with people downloading your stuff, and so you have to try to include a DVD or anything in your products?
Well, I think everybody has a problem downloading. I actually like it when people have started to bootleg shows and they download those and they trade those, and I think that's great. And then there's B-sides and things like that.
Yeah, all the demos they have up on the internet, like, you know, I'd heard Wake for Young Souls a long time ago, and that song's great, and I'm so glad you re-recorded that.
Thank you so much. I'm really glad you liked the album.
Yeah, it really fits in with the album.
It's just how we do it, you know. This is a Third Eye Blind's a band that has done everything on its own terms and sort of its own way, and we've, you know, somehow I don't know how that we've sold 8 million records without ever being in the top 20.
Yeah,
that's how we do it. Yeah,
Wow.
you know. So we're not hypey. You know?
Well, let's pray you stay out of the top 20 with the new CD.
I know. If we have a big debut, we're going to be in big trouble, Christian.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, thanks for listening, Christian.
Thanks.
Thank you.
We got to talk about
buddy.
people's little
Yeah, but that was nice.
perversions now.
Jennifer,
Yeah.
you're 20?
Yeah.
You're 3 months pregnant?
Mhm.
What's up?
Okay, I have 2 questions.
Your first pregnancy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, the first question is, the guy that I'm with, he kind of like, makes me feel really unimportant. Like, I'm always the one calling him all the time. He's never concerned, like, with how I feel. Doesn't ask me how I'm doing or anything like that.
And it's his child.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right.
Well, he tells me he loves me and stuff, you know. Like, and, I always have to drive everywhere we go, and, if there's something like...
He doesn't have a car?
No, he has a car, and it's nicer than mine. It's not that. I don't know what it is. He's, like, really cheap with me.
How old is he?
He's 21.
What does he do for a living?
Right now he's not...
Right now?
Oh.
Yeah.
Right now, so he's trouble.
Right?
Wait, right now what?
He's not really doing anything.
When everyone starts, Stephen, with a right now, it means they're not doing crap.
Yeah, he doesn't have a job at the moment.
Yeah.
Right now means never have.
Right
never
now,
will.
meaning he's going to be the president of the United States, but right now he doesn't have a job.
Have a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now, the 2 worst right nows are, where are you going to college? And, what do you do for a living?
Yeah. Well, right now.
Yeah, if you say where are you going to college and you hear right
You're
now.
gonna go after people going to city college again?
That's when junior college or trade tech comes in right after that. And with jobs, it means either I don't have it. It oftentimes means not having a job.
Well, it certainly means you're not doing what you imagine you should be doing. Or that
Well,
anyone
I would say
imagine.
right now we're off to a really bad start here.
Yes,
we are
yes.
20, we're pregnant, and we're not appreciated.
And we're with a guy who's an
And
a-hole.
Homie doesn't have a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's supposed to be waiting for his ID because he has a suspended license because he has unpaid parking tickets and stuff, or not just parking tickets, traffic tickets.
Why do you feel you need to be involved with somebody that is such a dick?
I don't know. Like I fell in love with him, and like he wasn't like this before.
Do you guys have plans? Like you
get married?
You know, is he a kind man? Does he have plans? Are you going to
I
move
don't
in
think
together?
he can't talk about that kind of stuff. He's not grown up enough.
Wow, he's 21, Jennifer.
And he's.
Does he know you're pregnant?
Yeah, he knows.
What's his plan for the kid? Did he try to talk you into an abortion or something like that?
At first, he told me that.
Here's our plan. I think we have a plan, and I'm dead serious about this.
All right, we're going to say it on the count of 3. Ready?
Ready?
1,
2, 3. Adoption. Our plan is regroup, realize this may have been a very grave mistake, learn something from this, do something very courageous, and give this child to somebody who is prepared to be parents, and get on with your life, and having learned a very serious lesson, which is you don't have to be with assholes. You're worth something more than that. And if you are with people that are not, if you really don't see people for who they are, you can end up in a very bad place. And that's where you are right now. And there is a way out, and I suggest you take it. It would be great for the child, and it'll be great for you, and it might even teach him a little lesson.
Because if you think about this, Jennifer, just think about the possibility of him saying, wow, I've really turned everything around, and I just got a new job, and I cook dinner, and we're going to drive in my car, and we're going to raise this kid, and
Never
everything's
happened.
going to be great.
Not
There's
in a million
that,
years.
and then there's the lottery.
And there's
adoption.
and there's my bong. and which is where he's going to be spending all his time.
What about your bong, Drew?
Anybody's bong. He'll latch on to.
All right, Jennifer. How about giving the kid up for adoption?
I don't think I can do that.
But think of the child. Make the choice for the child.
Well, think of you, too.
Well, if anything, I'd just get rid of him if it came down to it.
The
But
boyfriend. Yeah, then you're there, left alone to raise a child. How are you gonna support yourself?
I don't know. I could figure that one out. If like my mom could like adopt it. She already told me that.
She would adopt the child.
She will.
Yeah, she said she'd do that. But like, I don't know if I.
You know this guy's out of the picture, right? Because this is his moment where he gets his act together, and it didn't happen.
Yep. I agree,
Right.
Stephen.
Actually, he's got about another
20 minutes?
six weeks, and then that window slams shut for good.
That's giving him an extension.
All right, so Jennifer, he is going to have to S or get off the pot now because he's going to be a dad in a few months.
This is not a guy that gets it together.
He's not ready.
He's not that.
He's 8 years away from getting it together. If he ever gets it together.
Okay. Did you want to hear my other question?
No.
No?
No, we got to go to break. There's no question that could be this big.
Oh my God, no. Seriously, like, it's really good.
All right, hurry.
He seriously, okay, like, recently when we've been having sex and stuff, he, like, just sometimes goes limp out of nowhere, and, like, he told me that, like, he actually cummed, but, like, I know that he was lying to me because, like...
Past tense of cum.
He didn't done cummed?
No, he told me that I ejaculated. Because I was like, what happened? Because, like, he just, like, goes limp and, like...
Jennifer?
Yeah.
That wasn't as good as the pregnancy thing.
He's doing drugs.
He led with the best question.
I agree with you.
He's on drugs and he's a drag. You have to get rid of him.
Do drugs.
All right, what's the problem? Like, one more reason to dump him.
You want to know why he goes limp?
Yeah, why?
You're fat. Usually,
True, please.
The most common. Hey, listen. Hey, it's nothing to do with you. Essentially, ever. The reason is either drugs or some emotional issue about being intimate. He's overcome. He's anxious. He's overwhelmed. Whatever it is. Either way,
limp dick.
Either way, it's not good. It's not a good thing. It just adds another.
Even if he like approaches me to have sex, it's not me approaching him, and then
it's not about you. That's what you got to get out of your head.
All right, please let your mom raise the kid, or a nice family of raccoon.
All right,
something. All right.
Thank you.
All right.
Some lemur, maybe.
Listen, I don't want anyone who says he cummed in me to raise anything more than an iguana. Only reptiles. I don't even trust them with warm-blooded creatures.
I feel so good. I think we really helped the people there.
We really did.
We made our point.
We made our point, and that's our point.
The point is being well taken.
Okay, Drew. Ironically, at a difficult time explaining how you made that point.
I'm in pain.
I told you guys this is going to be one of those shows. It's going to be really good.
Drew, you ice your balls down.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with Stephen Jenkins from Third Eye Blind after this. Hey, it's the best of Loveline. I'm Adam. That is Dr. Drew. And next up, some of the, our favorite Hesher band, 311.
Missy Elliott.
Hey, everybody. Drew's favorite song.
You guys got to cover this.
Consider we don't cover.
Hold on. Like, I've done a little math, and I think I've done some just preliminary calculations. In 9 years, blacks are not going to speak English. It's going to be like when Kirk was trying to talk to aliens or stuff. It's just going to be like
his comments in no way represent the views of 311 or this radio station. Thank you.
I don't. It's just. It started with the Ebonic thing, which was fine, but now it's just gone into pure gibberish. Like, I can't understand what's going on anymore. I think I like that song. I'm not sure what they're saying. What are they saying?
We like the saxophone sample for sure.
Yeah.
Is it for Chisel Dizzle?
There's Drew, everybody. All right, 311 in studio tonight.
Watch out.
Let's speak to...
Cody, the 13-year-old, remember?
Cody, the 13-year-old who's a virgin. Cody?
Hello?
Hello?
My girlfriend wants to have sex with me, matter of fact, tomorrow, and I don't know what I should do.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should say yes or no. And
why tomorrow?
That's early. That's young.
I don't know. She's like really likes me.
How old is she?
13.
And
it sounds like you're not quite ready for this. It's not the kind of thing you should jump into if you're not ready.
Well,
if you're having to decide, should I?
Why not today? Why didn't you do it today?
Because it's like I'm like grounded for something that I did, breaking a window and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And tomorrow we go to church, and I get to see her then.
Yeah, so give her a nice pew pounding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's all saying that, we should.
Hold on a second. What day is it?
The 9th or...
Church on a Wednesday?
Yeah, well, hold on. What day
is
it?
Is that CCD? Is that Catholic? You don't sound Catholic.
What day is it in Oklahoma?
It's the 9th right now.
Okay, that's not the day.
International Dateline.
How is it every caller instinctively knows what I'm what I'm asking gives me a different answer. Like if
it is the 9th where he is.
I know, but
not in Japan.
But I'm asking what day, meaning like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because that would pertain. Like you could go to church on the 9th. If that was a Sunday. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't think he's giving me a hard time. I just want to know how they know what I'm asking and give me a different answer.
I like your run on it, Doctor. If he's asking about it, then he's probably not ready.
Yeah. Usually it's like you want to do it so bad, and
Well, what are you going to do when you see her at church?
I might
compliment her.
Go up to her house and all that. We've tried to do something before, but we couldn't do it because we got interrupted.
Who interrupted you?
My friends.
Okay. And what grade are you in, Cody?
The 8th grade.
You're going into the 8th?
Yeah.
And she's going into the 8th?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you're too young for this.
Okay.
Professionals have told you this.
You don't want to do it either, do you?
I kind of do.
Well, what about God and the church and all that stuff?
Steer him towards the sea anemones. That might help.
Yeah. How about you get a saltwater tank and go at it for a few years through high school like I did?
They react.
They have
They
feelings.
squirt.
They squirt. They love. They cry.
Yeah, I don't think you'll have any questions when you think you're ready, And if you're being this smart about this important a question right now, you'll probably know for sure when you're ready. So
yeah.
Keep up the good work, my friend.
And what religion are you, by the way, that you go to the church on Wednesday?
I'm Baptist. It's the Baptist church.
You guys have Wednesday church?
Yeah.
And Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be out. I'll be out immediately. Here's what I would do. I'm shopping for religion. I'm shopping for a religion because I'm an atheist, and I'm leaning towards you.
Rastafarianism.
Yeah, what day they go to church?
Every day's church.
See,
but you don't have to
that's
go
a deal
anywhere.
breaker. Oh, but you don't go anywhere?
Not
it's
necessarily.
church in your head?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get in one of those religions where I don't actually do anything, but it's all in my head, But it's like people know, people kind of leave me alone because they respect me because of my spirituality and stuff, but I don't really do anything. You know what I mean?
You're there.
Am I there?
Yeah.
I don't want to do one of those things where I got to give away
soaking in it.
10% of my income or any of that. And by the way, is that tidings? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Wait, that 10%, that should have a ceiling. You know what I mean? Like once you make over like 80 grand, it should just be $8,000. You know what I mean? So if you make $8 million, you're still giving away $8,000. It's ceiling, like a bracket. You know what I'm saying, Drew?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, look that up. Mike?
Yeah, what's up?
You're 21. Yeah, because it's cool when you're making $45,000 a year to give away that money. But you hit it big. Your ship comes in and you're giving away a couple million a year or something. No thanks.
No thanks.
No, thank you. Mike?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can afford lawyers to cover up some molestation trial or something? No, thank you. What's up, Mike? 21.
Yeah, I have a question, actually. I met this girl in April, and I, start to like her. And we've talked about it somewhat, but she says she doesn't want a boyfriend, but she acts like she wants to be, with someone, acts all clingy.
Yes.
And I've asked her if she'd ever want to hook up with me, but she'd give me the question of, I don't know. But recently, we just got into a big fight where we didn't talk for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
But
except
now
for she didn't know it.
Yeah, she's now back talking to me, being all frenzy buddy and all that. And I was wondering what that could possibly.
All right, hold on.
Well, don't say, "Hey, do you want to hook up?" That's not.
We got to.
That's how he phrased it.
Let's all, as mature adult males here, explain to the young 19, 20, 21-year-olds what is going on. There is no mystery. When a woman is interested in you, she's interested.
She'll let you know.
She doesn't give you that, right now I don't want a boyfriend. There's never been a woman born who's really interested in a guy and says, right now I just don't want a boyfriend. That's movie talk.
Yeah.
Chick's interested, she's interested. That's it, especially if she's 19 or 20. If she's got a boyfriend and that's your best friend, she's still interested if she's interested.
Right. Nobody has it on their calendar. Get boyfriend now, and then they block out certain time. No boyfriend time. It's just whether they're attracted to the guy or not.
And all of this, hey, I need time to think, or hey, I'm focusing on my studies. I'm going to school right now. I got a pretty full plate. All BS. That just mean they're not interested enough in you.
Right.
Believe me, there's a guy who could come along who I don't care if their entire family was killed in a bus accident 3 hours earlier, who could be screwing them that night. if it was, I don't know, some celebrity, somebody they had their sights set on, whoever it was. So they're not interested in you. And you got to listen to that. But girls do like to yo-yo a little bit because oftentimes at 19 they're not that interested in sex. They're interested in sort of the allure, the attraction, the game, all that stuff that we'd like to get through so we could get to the poontang. They like that stuff, so they will, and it doesn't make them evil, but they will have the intrigue part of it going. Mike?
Yeah.
She's not interested in you.
All right.
There you go.
And
Good
thank you for listening, and your only chance is to cut her loose, by the way.
At which point she'll come running towards you.
Or not.
That's right.
So basically just fall off the face of the earth towards her?
Yes, because you're banging your head. She's not interested.
All right.
She'd let you know if she was.
10-4.
Here's your only chance. I think here's your only chance. Okay. You're never going to be boyfriend and girlfriend with them. They're not interested. You might be able to have sex with them, and here's your only chance. Your only chance is to cut them loose and pretend like you're not interested in them, and then 2 to 3 weeks later, run into them in an environment where there's booze. That's it. Pure and simple.
Legal drugs.
You run into them three weeks later at some bar, and they're kind of juiced up a little, and they're like, how come you haven't called? And you're like, huh? And you play it real cool, and they're juiced up just enough, you might be able to get something.
Why don't you describe that hand drag thing again? The proximity issue. So guys can learn to read that a little bit.
Okay. Should I do it on you, Drew?
No. Nick.
I'm going to do it. I'll do it on Nick. Here's... Take your pants off. No, there's a few things. If a woman is interested, she will let you know in a few subtle ways. One is the any excuse for contact, and I'm not talking about dry humping. You say something, and they go, oh, Nick, I got to use your shoulder now. They do that thing, and they go, oh, it's so funny. And then when they put their hand on your shoulder, and then when they pull it away, they don't lift it and move it like guys do it like your wet paint, you know? They go, oh, Christ. No, they do that. They'll do little drags, little drags. Like if you hug them, and as you're sort of breaking apart, you feel their hands sort of drag across your back. They're into it. They're extending the embrace, as opposed to sort of hugging you and then peeling their arm off and sort of backing away from you. They'll also be interested in whatever you're interested in. Meaning, if you go like, I've been getting pretty heavily into mountain biking lately. They'll go, I've never been, but I've always been curious about it. Or I've always wanted to do. If they are interested in stuff they're not even interested in that you're doing, you're in. It's same with stuff like movies. Like you bring up a movie, if they go, oh yeah, I've been wanting to see that you're in.
As opposed to,
not my thing.
Yeah, then forget it.
Don't want to see that one.
Yeah.
Or
I heard it was terrible.
Already saw it. Yeah, I mean,
over my head.
The ultimate.
They're also closing you out as effectively as they are opening the door.
Right. The ultimate, like I'm into you, is like you bring up a movie and they go, I already saw it, but I kind of like to see it again. I mean, that's now you may be getting a BJ in the theater at this point.
Like, I liked it so much, I want to see someone else appreciate it.
Right.
I'd love to go with someone.
So any of that interest stuff, any of that whatever you're doing, I want to do kind of thing, and again, the hug and the drag.
Excuse to hang around too.
Excuse to hang, after the lull.
Yeah.
Like you do that thing,
you're
go.
Getting smarter, Adam.
Yeah, no, now I'm married. I'm a real Casanova. Now I got to do is build a goddamn time machine. I'm going to eat 7,000 rubbers, keg of roofies, and 600 wine coolers. I'm going back in time. All right. Yeah, it's all for naught. Yeah, and that's just how it works. You get all figured out.
Write a book.
We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. That is it for the best of Loveline.
And we really have had some impressive guests.
We really have.
Yeah, I mean, we see them all lined up like this. And
yeah, I'm impressed with myself. Not so much with you. Tomorrow night on the best of Loveline.
Nothing about that.
Gary Busey coming in, Alanis Morissette, The Used, and from Dawson's Creek, Joshua Jackson. So until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Dr. Drew saying mahalo.
This has been Loveline. The opinions expressed on this show are not necessarily those of the staff, management, sponsors, or this station. The producer for Loveline is Ann Ingold. Loveline is a presentation of Westwood One Entertainment.